Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Collector of Stuff. Monty here, glad to see everybody, or glad to be seen by everybody. I can't really see you, so if you are watching this naked, don't worry, I can't see you. No, I can't see you. Sorry it's been so long since I've made a video. Health issues have been bothering me again. Christmas was a nightmare actually for me. 2 days before Christmas, the nerves in my back started flaring up, and 2 or 3 times a year I've had these episodes where it'll flare up the sciatic nerve in one or the other of my legs and adjoining foot. To the point that I can't put that foot on the floor, it'll hurt so bad. Never before have I had it hit both legs at the same time, and it did this year, and so I literally could not walk. I was in bed from December 23rd until New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, for about 8 days. I could not move, I couldn't walk, and it was ridiculous. So much pain, and I actually had a couple of blackout episodes. I'm not sure if it was from the pain or what, but anyway. And then some other issues have arisen, which just kept me from wanting to or desiring to make videos. But I am determined. I've been determined for 2 or 3 days now that I need to get one out. I actually have about 4 or 5 videos in mind that I need to get out, and I need to get this stuff on film and on the channel so you guys can enjoy them with me. Sorry, my nose itches. Do you like the new and improved me? Or I don't know if it's improved, but this is the long-haired version of me. You guys have only known the short-haired version. So the hair is growing out, and yes, and the beard is coming back in. I'm resorting back to my old rock and roll days, and I guess that happens when you get a midlife crisis or something and you can't afford to buy a sports car. You grow your beard out and your hair out, right? Da-da-da-da. But anyway, I didn't want to bore you guys with all the health stuff, but I know a lot of you have been sending me messages and inquiring, and I guess you could say that I got slimed. That's right. This just actually came in the mail today. I've been wanting this bad boy for quite some time, and this is a glow-in-the-dark Slimer. It's actually one of those vinyl, banks and stuff, but there's the little tab thing you can open at the bottom. But when I saw this had been released before some time ago, but not glow-in-the-dark, and just a few months ago I saw in previews where they were doing a glow-in-the-dark version, and I gotta have a glow-in-the-dark Slimer. How cool will that be for the man cave? So this actually just arrived today, and the price went down. It had been like $25.99 or something like that, and I was able to pick it up for $19.99. So I actually saved a few dollars by being patient and waiting till after Christmas. So Slimer, are you okay with that? I don't know what Slimer says or sounds that he makes. I just think he's cool. So, yeah, I wanted to show you Slimer that just arrived in the mail today. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you this. My wife, who does not share my passion for collecting pop culture things, however, was at a little antique shop, and she picked these up for me. They're not antiques, they're not old enough to be antiques, but she thought they were pretty cool and that I would appreciate them, and she just paid a couple of bucks for them. But I was able to get she got me a Superman lunchbox, and this one was without the handle. You can see the handle is missing. It does not have thermos or soup bowl or anything like that most lunchboxes come with. But it was nice. You can see it's the same artwork on both sides, except this side is flat, and this side is the it's punched out, you know, I forget what you call that. It's embossed, or it's a punched tin kind of thing. But you can see there's the artwork. It's the same on both sides there. But yeah, she picked up a Superman lunchbox for me, and she was able to get, don't be jealous, Cammie, it is Wonder Woman. That's right, or Mercy either. I know y'all are both big Wonder Woman fans. Same kind of thing. This is the embossed side. This is a flat side with the same artwork. There is what she looks like on the sides there, and of course you can tell this one does have the handle. Same thing on the inside as the Superman. There was no thermos or anything. It looks just the same. So was excited to pick up Superman and Wonder Woman lunchboxes there. That was kind of cool. My wife got that. She got those for me. So I send my love out to her. I don't think she ever watches my videos though. I also wanted to show you this book because Tony at Why Not Art showed where he had picked up this book, and I thought it was so cool. And the day I watched his video, I got on eBay and found a real cheap copy and was able to pick this up as well. So Tony, thank you for showing us this. I have a big collection of art related books, mostly painters and visual artists, things like that. I'm a big fan of surreal art, Magritte and Dali and some of those guys. But I also, you know, I love all kinds of paintings and things like that. And but this is a book from Terry ONeill, who's a professional photographer who is married to Faye Dunaway. And if you saw Tony's video, he showed you a lot of the pictures. But Terry ONeill just has spent a lifetime of photography, and there is a fun picture of Elton John at Dodger Stadium in LA. Speaking of whom, I have tickets to see Elton John right here in my town in March. I'm very excited about that. I actually saw Elton in 1984, so it's been 30 years. This is really cool and sad at the same time. These are pictures of Sharon Tate, the actress that was killed, of course, by Charles Manson. And these pictures were taken, well, the key is in the back. I think it was like 3 days or something like that before the murder, before she was murdered. So, I mean, how horrific and how sad. But anyway, this is just a book of actors and celebrities that he did, but they're just unique photographs and a great eye, all black and white photos. And I mean, how often have you ever seen Clint Eastwood and Paul Newman in a photograph together? So that alone on the cover is pretty cool. So that's a good, I mean, I bought this on eBay for $3 and $3.99. No, it was $2, $3.99. I got the whole thing for $6, including the shipping. And it's in great shape. Still has the dust jacket and everything on it. So was excited to get that. So again, Tony, thank you for sharing that, because I was excited to get that and see that. Let's talk about comic books in this video. I've got some trading cards I need to do a video on. I've got some recorded music CDs, vinyl, some stuff like that I need to show you. Get those off. Got some Hot Wheels, tons of Hot Wheels I need to show you as well. And I don't know if there was anything else. But let's talk about comics. I've got a few back issues that I just picked up recently that I was happy about, and then I also wanted to show you. I've got, if I can't show you or go through all of the books on my pull list, just to give you an idea. This has been my pull list for the last 3 weeks. that I've read. Just finished catching up on all of these. So I just pulled a few out that randomly that I kind of wanted to just show you and maybe make a comment or two about just some new things that I picked up. Of course, we just came out of the Christmas season, and I could not help but pick up the Mickey and Donald Christmas Parade for this year from IDW. Always got to get Christmas books from Disney when I can pick those up, and so I was excited to add that to my Christmas comics haul. Isn't that a beautiful cover? Just love the colors and all of that. And the coloring in all of these Disney books are fantastic. They always are. I've been reading, we've got the first 2 issues, been reading Grant Morrison's take on Santa called Claus. And man, it's a fun story. Great story. Grant Morrison, of course, always makes things a tad bit strange and different, and he has done the same here with the story of Santa, sort of making Santa into not really Conan or Conan, kind of like the main character in Birthright, if you're reading Birthright, sort of turned him into that originally. But this is a fun read, and I thought it would be over, by Christmas time, but we've only gotten 2 out of 4 issues, so they're a little bit behind with number 3 coming out, I think, a week or 2. This is, of course, the 4-issue book, Batman Europa from DC. I love this. This is so cool. If you're not reading this, you need to go pick this up. This is issue number 2. Yeah, number 2 of 4. If you're not reading this, basically both Batman and Joker have been given the same lethal disease, and they have to work together basically to gain the access to the cure and work in tandem. And I just love the way Joker is drawn, and the way Batman is drawn. And this is Bruce Wayne Batman, by the way, not that crappy Commissioner Gordon stuff that's going on in the main titles. Bruce Wayne and the Joker, and this is just the way it should be. And Joker is just drawn so well. Let me see if I can find you, if you're not reading this, some artwork here to demonstrate. Of course, watch me not be able to do this. I don't know if you can see that well or not. Yeah, there's just a real evilness to the Joker, maniacal expressions constantly throughout the series with him. Batman is just pissed off, which is the way he should be. That's the way I like my my Batman. To be Bruce Wayne, and then I want him pissed off, angry all the time. So this is really cool. If you're not reading Europa, you're only a couple issues into it. It's easy to pick up, and worth every penny to me if you're a Bat fan. The new Swamp Thing miniseries number 1 came out, and man, is it fantastic. I really loved the new 52 series that just finished last year, and this seems to be picking right up with the same style, energy, same style of dark storylines going on. Really like it, and pick up Swamp Thing. You need to do that. New Spider-Man title, Spidey. This is number 2. Yeah, there's only been 2 that have been released. Issue number 1 was really good, and so I added it to my pull list. Got issue number 2 and wasn't nearly as thrilled with it. In fact, number 2 felt a lot more kid-friendly, child-friendly than, say, Amazing Spider-Man that's going on now. Not that that's an adult book or anything, but just the dialogue. The artwork is good, but the dialogue just seems to be very minimal and simplistic, much like you were reading, a Super Friends kind of book or something. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm not sure where I stand on Spidey. I will definitely give it another issue, maybe two, to determine what kind of book that it is. It's rated teen. But like I said, the first issue was really great. The idea behind the Spidey title is they've gone back and made Peter Parker a teenager again, who is just in his beginning, early stages of being Spider-Man. And but it's not 1960s or even 70s Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man today, as if he were a teenager today. So there's use of cell phones and internet and lingo and all that kind of stuff of today, teenagers. But it was as if this whole Spider-Man storyline was brand new to this era. So, a beautiful, beautiful cover there. And the coloring, again, is great. But issue number 2 kind of let me down from my excitement of issue number 1. Who ever heard of that happening in a book before? Paper Girls continues to be great. Of course, Brian K. Vaughan's most recent title going on continues. This is issue number 4. Yeah, issue number 4. Has been a very puzzling type of storyline so far, but it's great. I mean, it just, once you think you know where it's going, it's not going that direction. So really loving that. Speaking of Spider-Man, here is issue number 1 of Spidey and Deadpool. I had been so looking forward to this for several months since I first learned of it being released. So disappointed in this, largely because I just thought it was a boring first issue storyline, but also I thought, one of the drawing cards to a Spider-Man Deadpool is you've got 2 wisecracking smart alecks who at times really don't like each other, and so I was, curious to see where this was going to go in a tandem and a team up. But they've kind of turned, at least in issue number 1, Spider-Man is like the straight man. He's, Deadpool is the wisecracking, Joker, so to speak, and they've turned Spider-Man into the serious, straight man of the pair, and it just makes no sense that Spider-Man would suddenly, not be wisecracking right back at him and all of that. So my son, who does, who's into comics a lot and loves Spider-Man and Deadpool, was really upset about that as well. He kind of went on a rant with me about why did they do that to Spidey? Just so boring. So I'm not sure where I stand on this one after number 1. I will probably read number 2 and then go from there and see what I like. A book and a character that I'm brand new to is Spider-Woman. I have never been into Spider-Woman, never really read Spider-Woman. I knew a little bit about who she was, but this new story arc, this is issue number 2 of this new release, this new series that's going on. Yeah, that was number 2. Yeah, she's extremely pregnant on both covers, so I couldn't remember what cover I was looking at. This is a lot of fun, and I'm really getting into Spider-Woman. I'm also getting into, and I didn't pull it, Ms. Marvel as well. So 2 female character titles that have become a lot of fun for me. I like her her sarcasm, and I like Ms. Marvel's just sort of comedy and playfulness, that goes along with their superheroing kind of thing. Of course, with Spider-Woman, she's expecting a baby. We do not know who the father is or how she got pregnant. Well, we know how she got pregnant, but we don't know if it's boy or girl. We don't know whether it's a human or whatever it is. Yeah, so and she's not telling, and anytime anybody tries to ask, aka Iron Man, yeah, you find out that she doesn't want to answer that question, so to speak. Another new title that I'm reading, this is issue number 3 of Superman American Alien. This is a 7-issue miniseries, Superman American Alien. There we go. Can't get it to focus real well. Basically another retelling of the origin of Superman, and kind of from the standpoint of his relationship largely with his adoptive parents, Martha and what's his dad's name? Well, I'm drawing a blank. Man, I'm just getting too old. The Kent family, shall we say, and but seeing him sort of going through exploring his powers, discovering that he's different than other kids, that kind of stuff. But it's a lot of fun. Good book. Batman and the Turtles. Really liking this one too. This is a lot of fun. Kind of wondered how those two series or characters would all fit in together in a story. And I really like it. It's sort of the Turtles, not the cartoon Turtles, but sort of the original style. They're a little bit nasty, still pizza eating, but they've kind of come in from a different universe, been sent to a different universe, and landed in Gotham. And now they have initially had fights with Batman, but now they're sort of becoming fans of Batman, and I know that as this series will continue, this is going to be 5 issues or 6 issues? 6 issues, so this is number 2 of 6. So in the next 4 issues, I'm sure we'll see a team up coming, but the artwork is great, and that's a nice looking cover. I would love to have that in a poster some way, somehow. That is really nice. I like that. Speaking of Turtles, I have not been reading the Turtles, but they just started a new story arc, and a good place to jump in. It was advertised about 3 issues ago. I think they just released number 54, issue number 54. So 51 was where the new story arc started. So I went back and picked up 51. Now I've got to pick up the next 3 to catch up. So I wanted to catch up and do a little reading of the Turtles there. And so 51. I actually, you know what? I read this, but I read it in a hurry, and I didn't really retain everything about it. So I can't tell you much about it. I need to go back and reread that one because it didn't just stick in my mind, the storyline. A book that I loved and hated all at the same time is the brand new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue number 0. I was excited because I got the Red Ranger on the cover. They were supposed to be doing these randomly, different colors, except the green one. The green one was going to be like one of those variants that was uber expensive, but the red and blue and yellow and pink, I think, and all the other different ones were going to be randomly distributed. And I kept going, my fingers crossed, going, I want the red, I want the red, I want the red. So I was able to get the red. That was really cool. I thought that the series was starting with number 0, apparently. So I started reading, got into it, and then halfway through the book, the story ends, and you get another little cartoony kind of Rangers story in the second half of the book. And I thought, well, what ended up happening is this issue number 0 is sort of an advertisement to whet your appetite, and issue number 1 doesn't actually begin until March. I forgot which week, but it is sometime in March. But if it's going to be anything like issue 0 or the first half of issue 0, then I'm excited about it. I'm sort of a closet Rangers fan. When my oldest son, who's 25 now, was young, he was in love with the Rangers, and I would watch it with him. And of course, at that point, all I could see was the cheesiness of the special effects and the acting and all that stuff. But you know, I grew to love them, grew to appreciate the Power Rangers. So now I've become sort of a closet Ranger. I was trying to find a good page with it so you could just see how they're drawn. In case you didn't, yeah, here's one. In case you didn't pick that up, but that's sort of what we get of the Rangers so far in the. There we go. In this issue 0. So yes, I will be buying and reading the Power Rangers book, at least initially, because it was really cool. The artwork is great. You know, the story is actually it's the same characters from the TV show, but it's on a darkness scale. If you've been reading the He-Man book that's out right now, if you notice how they've kind of taken He-Man in a darker vein than the cartoon, this is kind of done the same way. And so the villains are not nearly as cheesy. They are a little bit scarier than they have been in the past. And yeah, it was really, really fun. I liked that. So those are kind of some of the new things. Holy crap on a cracker. We're at 27 minutes, and I really was going to focus on these back issues, so I'll have to fly through these. Went to my favorite used bookstore, McKay's bookstore, the other day, and first back issues that I've been able to pick up in a couple of months, actually. So all I've really been able to do is do my pull list as of late, with Christmas and everything around. So I have not rebagged and boarded these because I wanted you to see the sticker prices on these. Got some great deals that I was excited about on these back issues. First up was a short little semi-run of Justice League of America. This is issue number 163. And as you can see, all of these I paid a little over $5 a piece for. This was $5.75. Yeah, and all of these Justice League books are in really good condition. Might be a little tiny, you know, edge dog-eared somewhere, but the covers are great. The spines are great on all of these. They're really not crunchy at all. So I was excited. Like I said, this was number 163, and this is from 1978. Was the print date on this. Here is number 169, and I got that for $5.50. Number 171, and this was for $5.75. Number 176, and it was $5.75. I looked at this, and initially, at my first look, thought that Superman had puked all over what that is there in the floor. I don't know. It just sort of looked like super puke on there. But yep, that's not. And then I picked up number 180, again for $5.75. And you can tell Superman's face is covered up by the sticker price there. let's see. Then I've been trying to grab as many Marvel tales with Spider-Man whenever and wherever I can. And I found one issue, number 67, Marvel Tales. This was $4.75. This is a great, I've already read this. This is a great issue with Black Widow. And it sort of initially starts off going back and telling her story a little bit for a few pages. And Stan Lee makes a comment on there that now that we've had this incredible lengthy introduction, let's get to the heart of the story, shall we? Kind of joke in there, but yeah, love those Marvel tales. And then I was able to find Marvel's Greatest Comics starring the Fantastic Four. This is issue number 68, and Marvel's Greatest Comics sort of were reissues. We're already into reissued stories of Fantastic Four, etc., etc. This is printed 1976, it says. So I don't remember. You'll have to get with Hippie or Captain Strangelove or Dr. Silver Age. They can tell you exactly what year Fantastic Four made their first appearance. I'm assuming it was early 60s, somewhere in there. 62, kind of what's going through my head, but I don't know that that's correct. So by 76, we're already doing reprints of popular storylines. And I picked up 2 issues of Marvel's Greatest Comics with the Fantastic Four. Both of them have these great covers with Doctor Doom kind of towering over them, as you can see there. That's number 66, and then I loved this cover. I mean, Scar, that was 68. My bad. That was issue number 68. I had these out of order. This is 66. This is the one that I absolutely loved the cover on. Let's see for the price. Both of these were $4.25 a piece, and both in pretty good shape. You know, there's just some raggediness in places here and there, just little tiny dog ears, you know, on the corner there, but the spines are in great shape. No creases in either book. The covers are, you know, really pretty good overall, considering how old the books are. So I was happy to pick those up. Then I came across a Gold Key Tarzan book. You guys know what a big fan of Tarzan I am. So I couldn't pass up a Gold Key Tarzan of the Apes book, especially when I could pick it up for $2. This was published, it says 1968 or 69. Hang on a minute. I do not remember. I read it. I mean, I looked at it. 69. 69. 69. 69. Number 9. Yeah, so couldn't pass up a Tarzan Gold Key book, $2. It does have a good sized crease down the center. I don't know if I can find an angle where you can sort of see that. So, but other than that, you know, other than just normal wear and tear on the edges and stuff for a book that's 45 years old, you know, I'll take this any day, right? Love me some Tarzan, so I gotta have that. And then with the money I had in my pocket to spend, I had a couple of dollars left, just was looking for something to spend it on, and came across these Wolverines. This is Wolverine number 66 for 90 cents. So Wolverine for less than $1, and then Wolverine 69. I like that cover as well. Now there you go. Talk about being pissed off. There he is. The Wolverine. Both of those 90 cents. So was excited to add all those back issues to the collection there. I don't think there was anything else I needed to show you in this video. Like I said, I've got some other things. I'm going to try to knock out some videos here and spread them out. I hope not to bombard you. They won't all be 35-minute videos, I can tell you that as well. Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you and please leave your comments below. Love to hear from you, and subscribe if you haven't. I was going to say, got sidetracked. If you haven't subscribed to Dr. Silver Age or discovered him yet, please do so. Great channel, a lot of great information. If you like to learn about back issues and things like that, if you like Captain Strange Life and Hippies Collectibles, those kind of guys, you will love Dr. Silver Age. Another channel that's come out in the last few months is Comic Trips, Trips. Kat and Paul. I have absolutely been loving their channel. I've gone through, they've probably got about maybe 20 or so videos out now. I can't remember. They're getting ready to start what they call their season 4. But they basically are comic and toy buyers, and they buy all the things that I love and all the things that I want to buy and wish I could buy and all that great stuff. They are so much fun. They are hilarious together. They just got engaged. Yay! Like in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So congratulations, Paul and Kat. But Comic Trips, if you haven't found them yet, check them out, sub to them. You're going to love it, I guarantee you. I've already gone through and watched every one of their videos twice, and some of them 3 times, because they're so much fun. And each time I go back, especially when they're in a toy store or or at a convention and they're looking, each time I see something new that I didn't catch the first time, that I watched it. So but they're also just so doggone entertaining. It's so much fun. So please, 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 please check them out as well. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and until next time,